And we're back again in the Séance of Blake Manor. For me, it's been a matter of minutes. For you, it's been 23 hours, depending on when you watch these, I guess. But yeah, as planned, we are going to go straight in. Whoop, I looked at this again. Yeah. We looked at all this. I didn't mean to click there. We are into 1 p.m. on Sunday. Getting alarmingly close to 9 p.m. Sunday, which is when the seance is happening. And we have got to, I think, visit the Marquess for lunch, I think, is the priority. He's the head honcho. He might give us some information that's going to lead us in the right direction. If we can, I think I'll also go to real lunch to get some information from whoever I end up sitting down with for lunch. And then also Father Sinnott, who we got information about regarding him and Doyle and the angels and the Gnostic Bible. Yeah. Now, at the same time, O'Finn, we've got access to O'Finn's room. Oh, we could also go into Coventry's room. Should we save that? Let's do the time-sensitive stuff first. But let me remind myself to go to Coventry's room. Because we've got access to that as well. And having information on him would be useful. How much time could that possibly take? Let's do it now. Because so the thought was in my head was, what if we meet Coventry for lunch? It would be useful to have stuff to talk. Like to have facts in our mind. Is this Coventry? Are you in there? No. Is anyone on the map yet? Okay, so who's having... Why are you over here? Okay, so... I'm guessing if I go in the dining room, he'll be there waiting for me, I guess. So maybe I'll only have one type of lunch. But Coventry's not in here. Why are you over there? No one's in the courtyards. Not sure about the basement. No one's in the hedge maze, the wall garden. Oh, why are you here still? I'm sorry. Father Siddart's in a cell. Well, there's a lot to be cracking on with, but let's start here. Okay, so instead of having lunch and lunch, for some reason I thought the Marquess was in a different place. He's J, isn't he? He's J. Dining room. Yeah, okay. Right, let's have a quick peek in here. And before we do, let me just remind myself of what we know about him. Coventry. Not a lot. He's a jeweller. His wife is recently deceased. That's why he has come to the seance. His hands are stained. His clothes are dusty. That's it. We know nothing about this man. So let's find out. Let's start in this corner and work our way around, I guess. That's just a generic book. Bellows. Fire. Okay, here we go. Bunch of letters and stuff. Let's look at the desk first. What do we got here? Cufflinks? Here's a jeweller. Let's have a look. A single cufflink. Where is its counterpart? Okay, so if we find a cufflink somewhere suspicious... Oh, maybe not. Letters. A letter instructing that, on the event of his death, all of Mr. Coventry's assets be transferred to Walter Blake. Now, Walter Blake is the son of the Marquess. Right? Whoa. Double check that. Yes. Walter Blake. You have a hunch this person isn't the culprit because he arrived too late. Okay. He's willing things to the Blakes. So what's his connection to the Blakes? Ow, my thumb. Normal clothes. Normal clothes. Normal newspaper. Local book. History book. Okay, I'm gonna look at these because they seem specific books and they might give us like connection evidence lines. There we go. A book on this region of Ireland. All Blake holdings are marked out on it. A book on the Blake family and the manor. It's been well read and annotated. Okay. That looks like fucking wifey Blake, whatever her name was. What else we got? So he's a painter. Paints. Let's look at this first. This seems like the key. A portrait of a lady. That is the wife. That is the Blake. Oh, is it Miss Dean? This is unexpected. Okay, it's Dean. Sorry. Oh God, I can't recognize all these people. What's going on? Medium shoes. We don't think he's the culprit though, so what's the deal? Painting of Miss Dean. Will. Walter Blake. Okay. Painting of flowers. Do we want to look at the actual paints? Ah, the stains on his hands. Various painting supplies. Anything around here? It's just going to be flowers, but various unfinished paintings. He has talent, no doubt. Leather folder. Work correspondence addressed to Simon Coventry. It appears to be a list of ring sizes, along with some fingers listing the prices of requested diamonds for Coventry's jewellery business. There's some pills over there. Okay, that's his schedule. Do we know his schedule? S Coventry, isn't it? We don't know his schedule, so let's look it up. Mr. Coventry's schedule for this weekend. I have noted his movements in my timetable. And there he is. And because it says he's in the graveyard, is he going to appear in the graveyard on the map? No. I don't know how the map works. Pills. A small supply of sleeping pills. For a man driven so mad by his wife's recent death, he has no memories of her in this room. What a mysterious man. That's just a normal book. Anything under the bed? Doesn't look like it. Is that just normal stationery? Yep. Wow. Okay. So, let's just open up his little mind map. We've got more on him now. No mementos, despite his wife being recently dead. But he has made a painting of Evelyn Dean. We need to find Simon Coventry. I bet he's having dinner and we can't talk to him. No, he's not in there. Oh no, he's in the graveyard, isn't he? We know he's in the graveyard. Alright, let's go to dinner. Let's go to lunch. Okay, we've got a few things opening up now. The problem with having a lot of things opening up is I forget all these things. It's like too many things, and I need to remember to stay on top of them. So Coventry's room, I'm just going to remind myself. Painting of Dean, Will to Blake. Just to get myself up there. We need to... Right. Lunch with the Marquess. And... It's not in the drawing room. Where's the dining room? It's the other way. I'm too used to going to the drawing room now. And then let's go to Senate, and if we find Coventry, we'll cover him off too. Ah, you're manning lunch today, are you?
Mr. Ward, will you be taking your lunch now?
I will.
I am. In fact, the Marquess has invited me to join him for a meal.
Very good. Let me take you to your seat.
Well, let's see where this leads us.
Ah, Mr. Ward. Good to speak with you again. I trust you are enjoying your time with us here at the Manor.
Sinister. Okay, go on.
You will join me for lunch then?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Thank you for the offer. I will admit, it is not often that I get to dine with nobility.
What brought you here, Mr. Ward?
I beg your pardon.
Are you a student of the occult? You are a working man, so I do not think you are here to climb social ladders.
Okay.
Perhaps you lost somebody.
Who asked me to come here? Oh, Evelyn Dean's father. And then when I got here, there wasn't a room for me, but they made a room for me. Like, they weren't expecting me at all, even though I mean, we're going back to, like, the first episode here, but I feel like my character expected everything to be booked and that Evelyn Dean's father to have sorted it out. And then when I got here, there wasn't a room for me, but they made a room for me. And I think maybe Varley knows why I'm here, but no one else. I think. Can I... I'm not going to say Evelyn Dean. I'm going to be more canny. I think I'm going to talk about my brother. Because I don't know anything about the Marquess. But clearly what's happening, the thing that's in my dreams knows about my brother. So potentially the Marquess Blake knows about my brother a little bit. So if I say my brother, then it'll all be like, oh yes, you know, like to him that will satisfy his question if he already knows about it. Whereas if I start inquiring about Evelyn Dean, maybe it'll open up suspicions. I don't know. I don't know who the tenants are, but let's be more personal. Let's go with brother. Let's see if opening up to him in that way warms him a little bit.
I lost my brother, Eamon. We were firemen.
Ah, that explains the person on fire. Yes, because we saw a vision of our brother on fire in the catacombs in the semi-hallucination state. And I chose to ignore it because I thought it would trap us in the catacombs. I thought it was a distraction designed to stop me from chasing the man who was kidnapping O'Finn. Anyway.
Were?
I stopped after a blaze took him. I know fishermen who think that when the sea takes them, it's their time to go. I never met a fireman who felt the same about flames.
Interesting. Interesting, yes. There is a sort of romance about the wildness of the sea that isn't there at all for fire.
I am sorry for your loss. My wife, she died in a carriage accident. Same one that crippled our boy.
Okay, so Walter's disabled. Interesting.
Do you know there are reports of over 100 different ghosts wandering these grounds?
Did we know Walter was disabled? I don't think we really knew anything about him. It definitely didn't appear on his little map.
But not her.
Interesting. I can see why that might have driven you a bit mad.
After it happened, I would wheel Walter around night after night, hoping to see her.
Don't know if that's the healthiest thing to do, but okay.
Eventually, he asked to stop coming. Not long after that, I gave up too.
Probably for the best.
Maybe gave up is being unfair on myself, given this event. I have somehow convinced myself that if all this is true, this business with the seance, maybe I can see her again. speak with her again. The silent dinner, Mr. Ward. Will you invite your brother to it?
I'm sorry? Maybe I don't fully understand this silent dinner then. No?
No. I have made my peace with what happened to him. He's best left resting in that past.
That was kind of the angle I was going with when I said no. I kind of like, let's not provoke the dead. And the small instances we've had in this game of seeing glimpses of his brother has been unpleasant. So I think it's best to not dip into that.
I wish I had your wisdom and your resolve, Mr. Ward. I also hope you are wrong, and that I am right to try to speak with her again. We shall see, as they say.
We're all different.
Now, if you will excuse me, there is a lot to prepare for later on. Good day, Mr. Ward.
But Marquess, you've hardly touched your soup. Okay, so what did we learn? Okay. Let's go into the Jonathan Blake. Morning is late wife, late 40s, owns the manor and grew up here, knew it well. Never met Dean before she arrived. I wonder what we would have got if we'd have spoken about Evelyn Dean instead. I was trying to be kind of canny. Okay. So I should attend the silent dinner. That seems wise now. After losing his mother, how does he feel about a seance on the grounds? Walter Blake is chair-bound. That's not what he said, but sure, we'll take it. Carriage accident. Okay, so we didn't know that. Oh, did we know this? Or did that line appear in that conversation? Interesting. Okay. Okay. There's some ways of phrasing disability that are sort of... but more of the time, perhaps. Okay, it's now 1:30, because that took a bit of time. We went through Thingy's room, Coventry's room. Why is she in the wall? It's interesting how they're all placed, despite the fact that we never really see the room. Like, they don't have to be in the wall, because this room has no real geography, I don't think. I wonder if we excuse ourselves from the table, which I've never done. I've always sat with the first people who greet me. We get to walk around and pick a table to sit at. Again, we've never tried it. So I want to go to the ballroom and down into the catacombs. So straight through to the atrium. What am I missing here? So ballroom is in here, I think. Good, good, good. No one else is in here, so I think we go down here, through the magic door. Find out what the hell is going on with Synod. Let's get down to the bottom of it and then work out where we are on the map. Okay, so let's just go down here. Okay, well, it's not locked, so he's not in jail.
Father Synod, are you lost?
Don't play coy with me, child. I saw you come this way last night during the ball.
Okay.
Did you find it? a secret way further down.
Aye, no. I came here following somebody myself. I didn't know of it before.
True.
What are you looking for? A way further down to what?
This is not the only secret buried beneath these grounds.
Yeah, I want to... let's start by chatting with the catacombs. Like, why are you here? I don't think I want to be in everything, but... What brought you to the catacombs? I suppose you have me over the proverbial barrel. You might think this very strange, Mr. Ward, but I'm searching for something. An entity called an Aeon, though you might think of it as an angel of sorts. I believe one resides here on the grounds. I'm hoping these catacombs will lead me to it. Blimey. Correspondence. Yeah, let's crack on. Do you know Mr. Doyle outside of this event, this place? What an odd question. What makes you ask that, I wonder? Sigh. Seamus was part of my flock. He came here for work, and eventually removed himself from the church. And so our correspondence slowed, and then stopped. It is his life, his choice. Right, let's go to this. Have I really not asked what you're up to? Go on. Do you have any plan this Sunday? With my mass done, I think I shall rest a while. Then Mr. Coventry is talking about the region's history, and I plan to be there. And then there's the silent dinner at 8 p.m. Perhaps a slightly pagan tradition, but a harmless one. I think I shall attend. Other than that, I'll spend the day blessing the halls before the séance at 9. I've just realised the silent dinner's at 8. The séance is at 9. This is really... So, I want to go to the silent dinner, apparently. And that's really cutting maybe another whole hour off of my investigation time. Could my first video on this channel be an utter failure? Tell me more about Doyle. Of course, yeah. Of course, he took my bags to my room for me. Oh, don't play coy. We just had a chat about it. Fuck. What are we doing here then? Tell me what were you up to during the ball? Yeah, we've asked him so much. We were at the ball last night, Father. I was. I assume you, too, ingested whatever we were given. I did, but not knowingly. You may save your confession. You saw then. The pretense was dropped, and we saw through the black iron prison, and saw reality for the hell it really is. Would they understand what we've witnessed? Would that they understood what we've witnessed, then we could all turn our efforts to freeing ourselves. Alas, for them it was all party games, and so they remain last. Okay. Okay. I mean, I haven't asked you about the bridge game, but I might as well, for completion. We were at the bridge game on Tuesday, Father. No, I arrived the following day. Yes, we knew that, didn't we? Okay.
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
Then what does our lead with him then? Do we have to pick this up with Doyle, perhaps? I'm less suspicious of you as a person. I think you're just super focused on your own weird shit. Oh, God. Do I want to bother walking around here? What was in cell 7? It's not this way, is it? Wait, what's down here? Oh, was this the door where we found the weird pixelated thing? Which I don't know what that is. Is that an Easter egg to another game, perhaps? The mystery of cell 7. And I think the mystery of cell 9 as well. I'm gonna go towards the walled gardens, just in case there's anyone in there. And then, I mean, I'm kind of looking for Mr. Coventry at the moment, I guess. The library? Where? The library? Right, anyone here? I don't think there's any chasing. And then there's this, which apparently is solvable. How do I confirm? Relaxing fireside in the library. What was he up to? Was not the man. Why not Coventry? Because he was playing bridge. Mr. Doyle was the one. Father Sinner had not arrived. Is a child in a staff meeting, fixing the stable door. How do we confirm Skerritt? He claims he's in his room. How do we confirm Skerritt? Who's missing from this? Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to write down. No, I'm going to right. Here's what I'm going to do so I don't waste your time. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to take a screenshot of all the people and I'm going to cross off. No. One sec. Okay, we're back here again. Sorry, I just took a to screenshot. We've got all these people. And I'm just going to do a big crossing off as we go along. So we got... so Finn, no. Doyle, no. Blake, no. Sinnott, wherever he is, no. And then everyone playing bridge is over here. So what have we got? We've got... Can I just... I can't make this smaller, can I? That's fine. Right. Wasn't Blake. Wasn't Hunter. Wasn't Varley from all this stuff. Wasn't Coventry, wherever he is. Can I really not make this smaller? Coventry's over here. Wasn't Dr. Callahan. I don't think I'm doing this in a very... So bridge game attendees, Callahan, Coventry, Blake, and we're looking for a man, aren't we? Let's just double check. We're looking for Porter overheard Miss Dean arguing with a man not long before she disappeared. Okay, so we go back to this. And we can take off all the women as well. So it's not you, it's not you, it's not you, it's not you. It's not Fear, it's not Bumberclutch, it's not McLeod, it's not Darcy, it's not Lau, it's not Murphy. I think we're coming back to where we were with all this in the first place. So. It's not Dupre. It's not Toussaint. Wherever Toussaint is. I've lost him. There he is. So I think if we embiggen this again. Oh, it's not Barbosa because she's not a man. Yes, so okay, this is brought us back to where we were, but I've just in my head double clarified that it was just down to Omar and Skerritt. Great. Great. Time well spent. It's good to know. It's good to have things clear in my head. Great. This seems to be the thing I need to confirm. How do I confirm that? I'm not sure. So let's go back to... What do we know? Bridge game. Bridge game is not analysis. Bridge game is going to be evidence somewhere. Everything, everything, everything. Bridge game. Who have I not asked? Just Dr. Callahan, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're not going to ask about the bridge game. We just... Ugh. Library, library, library. Okay. How are we going to confirm that? Speak of the devil.
We meet again, Mr. Ward.
Yes, where the bloody hell were you? Evelyn Dean, speak. Do you know Miss Evelyn Dean? Know her? Yes, I know her. Our paths has become intertwined, Mr. Ward. I shan't say another word on the matter. I've already said too much. You've said barely anything. Balls. Oh yes, you're part of the Freemasons. Let's ask about that. Would you be a member of the Freemasons, Mr. Skerritt? Ah, well that I'm afraid is not something I could speak on. Not to a man that he himself is not, if you catch my meaning. Fucking son of a bitch. How do I get this out of you? What were you doing at the ball? Do events such as these usually have that sort of party? Only the very best of them. Was it a shock to you? Ha! Don't worry. It was a bit much even for me, and I've been to a few. Usually one knows everyone at such a party, so there is more trust. Not a great idea to ingest as we did in that space. A lot of untrustworthy sorts here after all. But you only live once. You get accustomed to this kind of thing once you spend enough time with the sort of people worth knowing. What do we think his deal is? Because he wants to... He's got a lot of money, but he's not very business savvy, and he kind of wants to just pass his money on to something, and he's kind of intrigued in the ghosts for reasons of fame. He's interested in the ghosts, so I'll ask him about the ghosts. I've heard talk this place is haunted, but I could swear there's more than just apparitions around this manor. No matter how well I latch and lock it, my door Keeps managing to get itself open. I would think it's one of the staff doing it as some sort of joke, except I just can't catch anyone at it. It only seems to happen anyway, when I'm already in the room. Let me just leave.
Good day. Good day.
Yeah. Who are you connected to? What's the story here? It's very unclear. What does 451 mean? I'm going to ask you about Jonathan Blake,
We meet again.
the Marquess. Because he's the one with the money? Do you know much about the Marquess? Interesting. How he could have so many marriage proposals and still be single is beyond me. Did he not see the girls being laid out before him? Certainly a good path to forget his wife. Will be a newer, younger one, eh? Eh? She must have been a remarkable woman for him to hold her in such regard.
Good day, Mrs. Scarrett. Good day.
What does that mean? What does that... Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. Oh, you're so annoying! What am I missing? Right, I know Mara will be down here. I don't think doing anything interesting, but he'll be here nonetheless. Yep. Oh, who's over there? Is that Coventry?
You again?
Yes, Coventry said he'd be in the graveyard. Are you not... Yes, you're kind of wooing her. There's a kind of wooing going on. Can I presume you've met Miss McLeod? I have. And her... Wait, what's his voice? I have. And her Mrs. Lau. They're quite the pair, aren't they? What a man wouldn't give. Jonathan Blake? Do you know much about our host, the Marquess? Certainly, I've heard of him. For a while he was all anyone would talk about. When his wife died, many ambitious families tried to pawn their daughters off on him. He had no interest, it seems. Shame. I can't see the line lasting beyond him and the boy.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Okay. That's given us a little bit more on the Marquess. Wait. Oh, he's by the church. Okay. Coventry. Let's remind... No, I can remind ourselves when we get there, because we can bring up the mystery map just by looking at him. What is your deal, Coventry? So I'm going to ask about the painting and the will.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
How are you? Got a lot going on. Let's start with the will. The young master, Walter Blake. Do you know much of the lad? Well, not a whole lot. He was in a carriage accident some years back, the one his mother died in. I gather it left the boy scarred, both mentally and physically. He doesn't come out when the hotel has guests. I relate to him in a way. I lost my mother when I was young too, so at least he's not entirely alone. One couldn't be too lonely, I suppose, in a large house, surrounded by staff. Okay, well, I'm going to try and talk to Master Blake. It's really hard to get there. So I suppose I don't need to ask him. I was going to say, like, oh, what do you know about Master Blake? But I feel like he's just kind of told me. No mementos. Let's start with that. Your wife. Would you have a picture I could see? Ah, Those are in my room. I'll remember to take one when I'm next there, to show you later on. Liar! This is a fine location, is it not? I only wish I knew how to capture it. Do you paint, sir? In fact, I do. It helps keep my hands steady, which is useful for work. Have you painted much while here? Not as much as I'd hoped. There is so much happening that I'm not left with the energy. What have you painted? A landscape? I couldn't say. Sir, it is work that was done in confidence. Oh, a commission? Something of the sort. But I couldn't say more. It wouldn't be gentlemanly. Lies! Lies! 1 second. Had to cough? Okay. How do I get into his lies? I find I just cannot sleep well here. I hope you're faring better. Well, I have pills that can help with that sort of thing. I'd wager I could fall asleep on a battlefield once I've taken them. Nothing, not even dreams, get through. Or at least I certainly don't recall anything in the mornings. Okay, so he's kind of protected from the dreams. Does that mean you were protected from the ball? Probably not, because you didn't take the pills. Why are you here? What did you think of the masked ball? I've never been to anything like it. When you get to my age, you think you've seen everything. Evidently, I was wrong. I saw a great many things. I had conversations with all manner of near-human things. It should have been terrifying, but it was all so exhilarating. I'm left entirely drained by it today, though. How do I get anything out of these people? The Marquess, tell me about him. Have you spoken to the Marquess? To Marquess Blake yet? A few times. Poor man. Things he suffered. The loss of his wife. Injuries to his son. I could see why he'd invest in an event like this so heavily. Okay, what has this given us? I'm going to ask about him directly, even though he's kind of told me stuff. If I understand correctly, the Marquess has a son living somewhere in the manor. He lives in their private residence off the east wing, I believe. I saw him once, being wheeled through the grounds, but that was only from a distance. I gave him a wave and he returned it, but I'll admit, it was lackluster. Not used to people, a bit of a recluse. Having lost his mother at such a young age, that is understandable.
Good day, sir. And to you.
Why are you such a liar? What's going on? Can I go in here? Okay. Okay. Just a quick shimmy up the pews. No. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we've got candles. Candles and a cross. And a baptismal font. Let's start with the baptismal font. No doubt many of the Blakes who were baptized here, but has not seen use in many, many years. Okay, candles. A votive stand. A votive stand with some candles still burning. And that's going to be the same, isn't it? Yeah. Candle stand. It's not giving us... Oh, a book. Crucifix. The altar cross looks as if it's made of gold. It might well be, I suppose. It's not giving us much. What about the book? The Bible, written in English. It's open on 2 Corinthians 4:18. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Actually, while I have a Bible in my hand, someone thought Miss Mantovani really ought to see Leviticus 20:27, but what does it say? Let's see. Ah, there. Right, we did look this up, I think, in a real Bible. A man in real life, me, I looked online at a real Bible when we had that. A man or a woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their hands. Good God. Who would want a Threadno like this? Who indeed? Did we ever... We didn't really get to the bottom of that, did we? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Mark all the scene. No. The threatening note isn't here, is it? Oh, I feel like I'm at a loose end again. So what are we going to do about this? Coventry's giving us nothing, but of course, other than being guilty as hell, there's some mysterious shit going on with him. What's connecting all this? How do we get information about... I need information on Coventry. Sinnott, I think I'm going to get through Doyle. I guess I need to go to the library to learn Ogham, the language that's written on O'Finn's staff. Otherwise, slightly feeding loose-endy. I've like... I need to confirm... Right, I'm crossing off a bunch of stuff. Blump. That. Norman Blake is missing from the library. I've done that. So I want to corroborate Skerritt in library during fight. That's what we want to do, isn't it? Now, who's going to corroborate that? Who's going to corroborate that? Do we know where everyone was? At that time. And can we find out through the menu? Let's go alphabetical order. Bridge game. We can't click on these people and find out what they said. But they might have said where they were. Who wasn't at the bridge game? So if we, let's... Skerritt wasn't there. O'Finn wasn't like on the grounds. These people weren't there. You were somewhere. You were in the staff meeting with these two. But except for you, you were fixing the stable door. Yeah, you were somewhere else. You were at the bridge game. You were at the bridge game. You were at the bridge game. Having a late meal in his room, I think. You were in your room. So, we pop this back up. Can we Where's my little pad? Can we remark this with people who I can recheck where they were during the bridge game? I want green. Okay, so O'Finn, no, was not there. Sinnott was not on the ground. Not Master Blake. He's not going to give us anything. Doyle, I think he saw the fight, and so I think he's given us the information on that we need. What else we got? So the people at the bridge game aren't going to tell us anything because they were at the bridge game. They're not going to be in the library. You were in the library. You were in the bridge game. I believe both of them were at the bridge game. You were in the staff meeting. Not you. You were at the bridge game. I've got the bridge game attendees here, actually. Hang on. I've wrote them down. somewhere. Skerrit. No, that is a different thing. Quinn was at the bridge game. The Callahans were at the bridge game. What the... Is that Barbosa? I think Barbosa was at the bridge game, maybe. Lau was at the bridge game. Darcy was at the bridge game. The Marquess was at the bridge game. Coventry was at the bridge game. The Callahans both at the bridge game. Now Mantovani was with Dupre doing a reading. Joyce... Actually, let's cross off Murphy for a minute. I don't know if we know where she was. Go down here a sec. Joyce... I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate with rotas for the following day. So is she the housekeeper? Then who's Doyle? Who's Joyce? All right, I'll double check on that. McLeod at the bridge game. Let's double check that. I think Barbosa was at the bridge game. We'll just double check. So I think not Murphy, probably not Joyce. So let's check with Joyce. I think not Barbosa, but we'll check anyway. Bumper Clutch, let's check with her. Hisham, let's check with her. And then he's not giving us much. He said he was in his room, so we're not going to get much out of him. And Varley was in the staff meeting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check with those people what was going on during the staff meeting. I think that not during the staff meeting, during the bridge game. And maybe they can corroborate about what was going on in the library. If one of them was in the library, they can tell us. It probably was Quinn, actually. Quinn's been in the library almost non-stop. And I'm heading to the library anyway because I want to look up Ogham, the language. So let's go to the library. If Quinn's there, we can ask her about... Oh, she was in the bridge game, though. I just crossed her off. Damn it. Well, we're going to the library anyway. I think the library is in here. Yes. So we'll keep an eye out for those people. Let's write them down. So corroborate Skerrit. So I'm going to add some people. I've just forgotten where they are. So forgive me if you know where they were during the bridge game. Hisham. Barbosa, I think, was in the bridge game. Ericsson. McLeod. Is that it? Joyce. Probably not in the bridge game, but I'll just double check where she was because she might have been in the library. Hisham, Barbosa, Ericsson, McLeod, Joyce. We'll double check with those people what was going on. Oh, there's no one here. No one here? Oh, Hisham's here. Well, let's start with Hisham. Hopefully it won't cost us any more
Mr.
because
Ward.
I've already asked you this shit. Everything. Bridge game. I understand there was a bridge game on Tuesday. Yes, though I was not there. I was taking a walk in the gardens and then I retired to my room. Okay, so she was in gardens. I'm going to make a note of where they were at that time. Great, don't care anymore.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
Thank you. Now where am I going to find Ogham? Not in psychology. Archaeology? I doubt it, but maybe. No, Okay, I thought maybe languages would be part of that. Sciences, medicine, flora and fauna, world history, Irish history. Maybe. Events. Ogham carvings. Here we go. It looks like these carvings are written in the ancient Irish alphabet of Ogham. This book has a table of the letters here. Could this be of use to translate the carvings on Mr. O'Finn's staff? I need to translate the carvings on the staff. Each letter is composed of several lines. Here we go. This is how we're going to end the video. This better give us something, because I swear to God. Which letter matches each set of lines? Right, here we go. So it's going to highlight it for us. That's going to be an M, right? So how does that bit work? Oh wow, it's really all over the place in terms of... Okay, right. So the diagonals are on this row, the horizontals are on this row, I mean the left horizontals are on this row, the right horizontals on this row, and the full horizontals are on that row. Right, that should be fine enough. So M, O, D. Oh, we're going backwards, are we? That's weird. T, H. Okay, it's looking weird. O. That's an I. It's going to give us Irish words that maybe we don't understand, but we'll go with it. That's 5 slanties. That's a D. 5 over here. Back to an A. L. Direct. I've seen this word. I can't remember what it means. A. S. A. L. H. We're going to need to speak to someone to ask them what it means. Maybe fear will be good for that. D. The Ogham means Divlasel Adractum, which means... Oh, there must be a dictionary here somewhere. Yes, there. If my translation is correct, this means unlock the magic to me. Oh, the power in this place is tangible as I think or speak it. So what does this mean? What are we... Unlock the magic to me. Well, where are we going with that? Research the secret of the staff. Unlock the magic to me. Not in Blake history. Religion. Spiritualism? What are we going with here? Unlock the magic to me. Unlock the magic to me. Irish folklore. Probably not. It'd be mythology if it's going to be in that section. Unlock the magic to me. Yeah. And it's not even Irish folklore. It's well, it was written in Irish, but it's more of a Druid thing he focuses on, isn't it? World mythology. Just have a quick peek. No. Wow, it's and then this is religion. We've looked up Gnosticism. And anything here we haven't looked at? Ogham. Oh, we looked at that. That has become available to us, I think, because we opened that book over there. Information on Ogham carvings. Let's just have a quick look. La 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 la. Okay, so nothing more, nothing more. Okay, fine. Fine. What do we do with this? That's the real question. Like, we've made little bits of... So what have we done in the last couple episodes? We've learned a bit about the Blakes and Walter Blake, the young Blake. We've managed to go into Coventry's room, and we've managed to go into Finn's room, yes, because that's where we got the staff. We translated his staff, which has given us another open end. We've narrowed 5 people down who we want to speak to about the time of the bridge game, to see who might have been in the library. And then let's just clarify. We have asked everyone, haven't we? So we'll be asking them again, but we'll be asking them post asking of Skerrit. Maybe that will allow us to, I don't know. And we've got some lies about Coventry that we don't really know about. And what do my keys do? Let's just go to keys. Keys. Atrium key. For all bedrooms in the atrium for use by the staff. Yes, we get here. So what were the new things we got? We got that one, that one, and the basement. That's fine. We just need to get into the basement again. Where's the women's dormitory then? So yeah, some more loose ends. But hopefully if we chat to the right people we can... I'll tell you what I will do. I know we're very close to the end of this hour and we're at the end of the episode. I'm going to poke my head in the drawing room to see if anyone of useful is in there. And then if there is, that'll give us something to do next episode. Nope. Well, that settles that then, doesn't it? Okay, so next episode, we are going to chase up some of these leads. We're going to chat to some of these people about the bridge game. We're going to try and close off the fight, maybe. I don't know how we're going to do that. Other than that, I'm feeling a bit of a loss. What's happening on the schedule at 2 p.m? I probably should check in on the basement, actually. I'm going to write basement before the hour runs out, and then check again the next hour. But I've got a feeling that Hunter and Doyle are going to be down there for these 2 hours. There's a talk at this point. So next hour, who's in the hedge maze? There's a scrying, but I've seen some scrying. I might see some more scrying. It's a scrying with Dupre. Yeah, there's a... I've got a lot hanging over with Dupre as well. I've got the matter of who's going to represent St. Bridget. There's a lot going on. I'm not quite sure how to solve it, but next episode we're going to crack on with it. So good luck to us. Thank you for watching again. I will see you soon. Leave a little comment. I love a little comment. Goodbye.